Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Dr. Christy Harder, hoping everybody is well today. I wanted to jump into a conversation around keeping your immune system healthy during a pandemic. It is 2021. We have been in a pandemic for almost a year. And there's a lot of things that we do know, a lot of ways that we can keep our immune systems healthy. And even if we get exposed to the virus, the risk of having really severe disease is lowered if we take a few steps. So we know that if the host, aka the person that has been exposed to the virus, if that host is a good host for a virus, then they will have a lot of virus replicate and more severe disease. So let me walk that back and talk about it a little bit. So if you have a lot of inflammation, if you don't have a great immune system, and you don't have a lot of vitamins and minerals in your system that's going to help promote your immune system, then the virus will replicate much, much more, and you will have a worse case of COVID. So in order to keep ourselves as not a good host, we need to eat as many fruits and vegetables as we can to keep that good anti-inflammatory effect. We need to hydrate ourselves really well so our cellular function is the best it can possibly be. We need to keep our nervous systems as calm as possible so that our stress response isn't too high, causing more inflammation. And then there are some other things that we can do supplementally that will help as well. There's been some really good research on 3 specific things that are related to COVID, and I wanted to talk about those things right now. So zinc has been well researched with relationship to COVID. We know that people that have a zinc deficiency fall into the categories of people that also are higher risk for having transmission of COVID. Low amounts of zinc actually impede the immune cells from working so that they can't do their job to clear out anything foreign in the system. And that's super important when you're trying to get rid of a virus. Zinc is also antiviral, so it's doing an actual killing of the virus. If we take a daily dose of between 30 and 60 milligrams a day, that's generally a great dose. If you happen to have COVID or get transmitted with COVID, upping that dose to 100 to 150 milligrams is a much better place to be, although you can have zinc toxicity at over 300 milligrams, so you have to pay attention and watch that as well. Vitamin C has also been well researched in relationship to COVID. We know vitamin C is one of those micronutrients that's super, super important for our immune system. It's an antioxidant and it really helps our immune system to work very well. It's been researched not just in patients with COVID that are out of hospital, but also in hospital. They've been using intravenous vitamin C to help patients with moderate to severe COVID to actually get over the virus. Vitamin C is antiviral and it helps the immune function really, really well. So taking 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams a day on a daily basis is just a general good rule of thumb, and that increasing that to bowel tolerance, because it can give you some loose stool, up to 5 or even 10,000 if you were transmitted the virus. Vitamin D has also been the most well-researched. I've been telling all of my patients, if we haven't checked you for vitamin D levels, we need to check you, because vitamin D is immunomodulatory, meaning it helps the immune system to modulate itself, but it's also antiviral as well. And what they've shown in studies, because there have been many studies on vitamin D status and COVID patients, is that the better the vitamin D status, the less likely people are going to get the disease transmitted to them, and the less severe the disease if they actually do happen to get transmitted COVID. So taking vitamin D is a very important part of keeping our immune systems healthy. If you have a blood test where you've actually gotten tested for vitamin D, the optimal level should be at 70, that's 70. If you're under that amount, all you would do is a simple little math formulation. So you take however many units you are away, and for every 10 points that you want to raise that level, you would add 1,000 international units of vitamin D per day. So say you were at 30 and you wanted to get to 70, you would add an extra 4,000 IUs per day of vitamin D to get you to that optimal level. We have also formulated a really great immune tea as an adjunct to those supplements for Dr. Harder's Botanicals. It's got lots of vitamin C with rose hips. It's got antiviral activity with ginger and licorice, and it just really tastes good. So keep yourselves well, don't be a good host for COVID, and take care.